Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe and also hit that little bell icon on the right side to get notified when I go live or make a new epic video. Alright guys, let's get into this. This is part 1 of my competitive graphic settings for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. These are all preference on what works best for me. Again, you guys could fiddle with it and something else could totally work best for you, but this is what I find gives me the lowest FPS rate. Alright guys, now let's get into this. Language setting is obviously whatever your preferred language is. Video capture, highlight auto capture. Definitely turn that on. That is, so say you're not recording or something and you have an epic moment. You'll never miss that epic moment again because this will automatically catch it. Get your kills, your deaths, your kill streaks, whatever, and also list them as like a triple kill, double kill, yada yada yada. Screen mode, I would definitely go with full screen, as I find I get a lot better FPS in full screen than I do full screen windowed. Full screen windowed I get about 60 to 75 FPS, and full screen I get anywhere from 90 to 136 FPS. Resolution, that is all on your monitor. My monitor is 1920 by 1080p. Your monitor could be 1360 by 768. So set that to whatever your monitor's highest resolution is. I would definitely recommend that. Now, FPS camera, FOV, max that out. I think that's going to be around here or something when you start. Max that out. Now, what that does is it gives you your peripherals vision, I would say, and lets you see from one side to the other a lot more. It's not going to stretch out anything. It's not going to make your guys look retarded or the game look dumb because the houses look stupid. It doesn't do anything like that. Everything looks the same. It just gives you more of a view distance, and that's what you're going to have to get used to. Brightness, again, that is personal preference. Screen scale, leave that right where it is. Anti-analyzing. Now that is where everything in the game after the game's loaded up and rendered in and this and that. That's that's post-processing. Sorry, anti-analyzing is what makes shit look sharp. So for instance, the grass. If you have that set to very low, it's going to be bulky and blurry around the edges and stuff like that, and could be possibly harder to see someone creeping in the grass. Or if you have it to ultra, the grass is going to be finer and look more real and thinner, and it won't be so hard to spot a target. Now, post-processing. That is where everything in the game after it renders makes where it loads and this and that. That is a big FPS drag, so you want that to set to very low. Shadows, preference, but it is a drag on your FPS. Set that to very low. I find it, two reasons I do this is because A, it's a drag on the FPS, and B, the game's very dark naturally, so I find if someone's hiding somewhere that's really dark and this is on ultra, it's going to be harder to see them if you see them at all. So that's why I have it set to very low, so you have that tactical advantage of always seeing someone. Textures, that is again personal preference, all on your machine. I have it set to medium. Now what that is like the buildings and all that stuff around, how fine it'll look and realistic. Effects, I had this set to very low because again, I don't give a shit about graphics really much. I care about the game. Now effects, what that is, it's like grenades going off, in the red zone when the bombs are going off. When you shoot your gun at the end of your barrel, that spark coming out, that is under effects. Now, if you really don't care about seeing how pretty a grenade is or something like that, turn this to low, because when it happens, so for instance, say you're at end game and some guy's just lobbing a whole bunch of grenades at you, your FPS is going to drop. Now foliage and view distance, they're somewhat the same. This foliage is like trees and the render distance and how far they will render. Now, I'm not going to hit no far-ass sniper shot anytime soon, so I keep this on ultra. But view distance I have, sorry, on low, but view distance I have on ultra. Because, for instance, if I'm scoping into a next town, I want to be able to see if any doors are opened or if anything's like that. So I can see if someone's in the next town or see if there's somebody in that has been in that town, so I can kind of have the heads up and the know-how. Motion blur, keep that off. That's so when you turn left, right, look up, down, there'll be a blur. Definitely have that off. VSync, not sure what that does, not gonna lie, but keep it off because when I have it on, it drops my FPS. Controls all preferenced onto you. Sound again all preference onto you. All this onto you, but I would say, in my preference, turn your equipment and weapon slot HUD on. What that does is on the bottom here and on the right here, it'll show your weapons, like what grenade is in your slot. So say you want to throw a grenade and you have a flashbang in there, you're gonna know you have a flashbang, so you can switch that out right quick. Colorblind type, I have this set. I'm not colorblind, but the reason I have this set is because if you've ever watched streamers and this and that, you've seen their red zone or their grenade where they're going to throw their grenade, that like line that shows up is a different color. That's what will do that. So play with that until you find the one you like. But yes, that is all pretty much right now for part 1 of this video, guys. Stay tuned for part 2 where I go into more of an in-depth thing that will also lower your CPU usage and all that fun stuff. And I will also show you Reshade IO on the next one, or Reshade IO, Reshade Me. I don't know why I call it Reshade IO, but Reshade Me, I'll also get in an in-depth thing about that in part 2. Keep an eye open for that video, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope it helps you out in your game. If you're new around here, please hit that like and subscribe button, and also a little bell to get notified when I make a new epic video or I go live. But this is it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Crazed is out.